Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So my name's Dratlaw44. Today I am going to be doing, of course, an Apex Legends video. Now this is where I help my great friend Pickled Viper to his second victory on the PS4 version of Apex Legends. He is still a new player, so he's still learning all the time, and of course trying to progress. But I have to say, he actually really is improving as a player, and although he probably doesn't feel like it, he's certainly getting a lot better. And this was a great match to kind of demonstrate exactly those things. Now, of course, for me, I pick my favourite character, Mirage, who I think is absolutely awesome. He was always a very extremely fun character before the rework, but of course, after the rework, what can I say? He is absolutely amazing, and he's got so much potential for different plays and different things as well. It does depend on skill level, does depend on how you want to play the character, but he's a very interesting legend now, and I absolutely love what he can do. And I recently did actually do a Apex Legends tier list for non-competitive as well. I'm going to link the description down below because it took several hours to edit. I spent a lot of time on it, and I would absolutely love some people to watch it and give me their opinions and see what they think. Now, without much ado then, of course, we land in one of my favourite places on the map. I don't really like World's Edge, but Geyser is one of the only places I really do like. And of course, unfortunately, Pickled Viper didn't land very well, and he got downed straight away. Sometimes, as we all know with Apex Legends, if you land badly, if you don't get a weapon or a body shield, and someone else does, you're pretty much dead. So that was unfortunate for him. I think he only had a Mozambique, sadly, so not much chance of really doing anything in particular. Fortunately, I'd managed to actually pick up a Prowler because I had a Mozambique myself, and I don't think I would have had a very good start to the game if actually I didn't have a reasonable, not too bad weapon. So I throw out my decoy. Of course, what I love is now you can take control, so you can make it do what you want to, and of course I can make it flank around. This makes, of course, the enemy think that I'm that one. He's now waste some bullets. The ultimate is really good, it charges really quickly, so although I liked the other escape, I do love that you can fool the people and of course down them. Now, he does say that you've been bamboozled with an audio cue, and there's a visual cue as well, which I mentioned in my other video, and I really love that aspect of course, the changes. There are many others that are really good, but that one is definitely a really strong thing. Now, one of the other things that I find so handy is that, of course, you can go up to the respawn beacon. Okay, there wasn't anyone around necessarily, but he does go invisible, and of course is able to respawn said teammates and bring them back without really chance of interruption until they actually respawn. Then of course it alerts everyone, and yeah, all hell likely is to break loose. Now, I edited out a little bit in between, so of course I just went straight into the action for the next part, because at the end of the day I want it to be a fast-paced video and something that you enjoy, because at the end of the day it's not much fun watching people loot boxes and wander around aimlessly and all the rest, especially with trying to, you know, restore health and things. So you can see that there's literally about 5 hostiles all around this part. We run into the house, and of course we see a bloodhound. Luckily managed to down him. Now, something that I like to do is sometimes try and kill them. This also attracts the attention of the other teammates, so I thought, well, okay, I'll do that, and then while they're running and distracted with my 2 friends, then what we'll do is that I'll run around and of course flank and hopefully get another one from behind. It kind of worked. I actually didn't get the lifeline, I think it was, or the Bangalore, I couldn't quite see, but you know, okay, fair enough. I kill the Bloodhound, and then the Revenant appears, and of course I kill him as well. Fantastic, good start. We got rid of a squad at least, and that's all excellent. We start getting shot at, so I flank back into the house. Of course, they're just to try and duck cover. Throw out a decoy, which again, I love that you can use it while you're healing. A really fantastic thing. And while I'm looking elsewhere, I notice it gets shot, so I'm literally given a warning and an audio cue as well. Now, I use my ultimate, try to shoot the Wraith. Unfortunately, didn't see her go into the void, shot wildly a little bit there. Missed some shots. Certainly a game where I do miss some shots, and I hit some really good shots. I down one of them, and then unfortunately get downed by the other, which is a real shame because I thought that I would have had both. But luckily my friend Pickle Viper was there to save the day because the Loba had been downed as well. He starts then punching the shields and helpfully throwing a thermite. Great stuff, but I'm like, please just revive me for the love of God, because there could be a squad nearby and we don't want to get killed. Now, as I literally run up, my friend decides helpfully to throw an arc star. Luckily, I managed to dive out of the way. I know he was trying to kill her, and she must have quit, so realising that we were going to all be back. So I had to duck and run away a little bit, but nevertheless, always a good thing. So, of course, running up now, just getting healed and stuff. Usual things there, and then of course we get flanked by another lone Octane as well. Luckily he missed some shots, I ducked, and he was dead, which was fantastic. So literally just trying to heal up, because he did hit me and glance some shield. Amazing, actually, the L-Star, though I don't think it's actually a brilliant weapon, it really does do some damage once it gets going. I think the biggest thing with it is that it honestly, how can I put it? It goes into the kind of, reloading, kind of having to charge down state, not after very much fire. And I really think that's the one improvement I would make to the gun. I mean, maybe it's personal opinion, and perhaps that is a thing, but I would definitely say that would be something I would like to see. Anyway, know that there's some squads there. I'm waiting, of course, just to make sure that I'm not going to get bombarded by squads. One thing I hate about the doors is that for some reason they don't open very well, and if there's a death box blocking, you have to kick the damn thing down. But knowing that there's people there, go into my ultimate again, and of course do some damage. Now I do manage to down the Crypto. I go round to finish off the Octane there. Nearly did, but my teammate was there to make sure that they were dead. Oh well, didn't get the kill for both of them, which I should have done, but okay, never mind. We then decide, of course, then to follow up, because we hear more shooting up in the distance. So it's a case of running over and thinking, right, okay, let's get some more kills. Quite happy with my game so far. I'm not saying it's perfect. Missed a few shots and things, got a couple of assists. But it's going quite smoothly at the moment, and we got some pretty good gear. We're all stacked up on purple. I have a gold backpack and a couple of other things, so it's all looking quite nice. Now we hear the Bloodhound yelling out, "I'm the Blood Hunter!" Of course, this alerts everyone, and my friend downs him. So Pickle Viper doing pretty well, gets his second kill of the game. Certainly a vast improvement from the first. I do feel that Bloodhound is one that suits his style as regards to gameplay so far. Now the drone comes in. Unfortunately, I try firing to the hip with a Hemlock, which can be quite difficult to do, and I managed to miss every shot possible for the drone. Which is a bit of a nightmare. I got AMP'd. Luckily no one pushed at the same time, which was quite fortunate. And then the Crypto decided kindly to park it so I can just shoot it straight away, which was something of a relief, because I really do not like the drone. To deal with it sometimes, it can be a little bit difficult. Again, depending on maybe the skill level of the player and how well he controls the drone. Now there are more enemies, of course, so I slide down the hill. I'm going to move on. The Loba has been downed, so of course now it's only me and my friend Pickled Viper to deal with this. And I'm thinking, right, okay, let's get rid of the things. He does do a very clutch scan. I go into my ultimate and I down the Wraith. I can use the decoys to kind of for a bit of cover, because actually there wasn't any others around, and I get one of them to shoot, so I know exactly where he is. Now, as I come around, literally, duck cover a little bit. I throw out a decoy actually to sort of try and just distract them while I go and actually finish off the Wraith, which works. So I now know that they're not too close. I slide round, I literally down the Wraith, don't bother looting, don't think they had much, slide round and of course try and do that. Now Pickle Viper gets downed by the Pathfinder, who naturally looked like he had either a Devotion or a Havoc. I believe, if I remember, it was a Devotion, which is quite nasty, and it does still do a lot of damage. Now I missed a lot of shots as regards to the R99, but the Lifeline pushes, and of course then the Hemlock, I do think is actually a very excellent gun, and maybe a little underrated at times. I mean, I think the single fire is really strong for distance, and the burst fire is really good for close. Let's go for the clutch. clutch revive. Now again, Mirage with the rework goes invisible, and it makes your teammate go invisible as well. I think that is absolutely amazing, and honestly such a fantastic perk, and just an asset then to the team, because it allows you to get something that maybe you wouldn't otherwise get. Now I do try and quickly grab a Phoenix Kid. I start getting shot, so I duck cover, of course, and I throw out a decoy just to maybe distract them and make them think that perhaps we aren't there. Probably likelihood is that they know full well that we're all behind the car, but at the end of the day, you're just trying to gain a little bit of time for full healing. I do like to, if I can, full heal, just to make sure, because maybe that little bit of health or that little bit of shield can make such a difference to the game, and to, of course, getting downed. Now I run over to the gold backpack. I didn't think I had one, but I actually picked one in a loot box earlier. I then tried pinging it for my friend, which didn't work either. So I'm like, literally go over to the loot box, grab that, because it might be very, very useful. And I'm quite clearly gathering that the Loba had one as well. So we're well kitted, to be honest. We really do have a very, very good selection of sort of equipment at the moment. Now I realise that there are more enemies somewhere nearby. Sometimes it can be quite hard to hear the footsteps, so I sort of think that it's this direction. It turns out not to be, but okay, you know, one of those things. And of course then we wait round to sort of see if there's any more enemies. So we realise that of course there is another squad coming at us. I literally see the Wraith use the Hemlock with a burst fire, and down her straight away. Excellent, 1 down, 2 to go. I quickly pop a shield cell just to make sure I got max purple shield, and I rush using the Mirage ultimate to rush the Gibraltar, and I believe the Wraith as well. Even though I thought I downed a Wraith, but I'm not sure why that was. Maybe they got a really fast revive on them because of the Mirage that curtains up. So we down the Gibraltar. That's always fantastic. I stupidly go to heal the shell, and I get downed by a Mirage, and that was careless of me. I am not going to say it wasn't. And of course I now realise that yeah, the Mirage had got up the Wraith, of course, so now there's 2 of them. But luckily, having the knockdown shield, the Mirage's invisibility, and the fact that the Loba teammate actually had a self-revive shield as well, whilst they were distracted, they lost track of me, which means I was able to actually sneak away. Don't ask. I do not know how I got away with it, but I will take it, because at the end of the day, it meant that there was a chance. There was a small chance, but there was a chance that I could actually revive. And I do think these knockdown shields are exceptionally slow. Yeah, anyway, I won't go into that because of recent things, but anyway, managed to self-revive, and I absolutely love the voice line. And I'm back. Did anyone miss me? Yeah, of course you did. I love the Mirage lines. I absolutely think they're brilliant, and that is why he's my favourite character in the game. Anyway, I now have healed up. I am now just waiting for the enemies to, of course, leave and hopefully go and engage the other remaining team. Unfortunately, my teammates, my friend Pickle Viper and the Loba, are both down. Not a lot I can do for them, and no chance of course, respawning, which is a real shame. But okay, there's a chance. So I realise that the ring is coming in. I realise that this is my opportunity. I start hearing some shooting, and I start to move as well. Literally thinking, right, okay, if I can just time this correctly, there is a small chance that maybe, just maybe, I can get the win. Now, rushing through, unfortunately, I didn't pick up the extended level 2 light mag. Don't know why. Wish I had, but it didn't really matter as much as it could have. But I run forwards, and I'm like, right, okay, there's 1 squad left, because actually the other team are down. So right, I'm like, oh my god, right, this is my opportunity, the opportune moment. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's run as fast as I can, which isn't that fast, but you know, it still seems it. So I see the revive, I down the lifeline, and then it's the storm. Does a lot of damage. I use my ultimate, and I down the caustic for the clutch victory. What a fantastic feeling. So there you go. I took my friend to the second victory with myself. Managed to get my highest amount of kills in a game to 12, and it was a really intense match. So if you liked the video, found it fun and interesting, please drop a like and comment below. If you want to subscribe for future content, then absolutely brilliant. I will be posting as many future videos as I can. Thank you very much for watching. You take care. Cheers now. Bye-bye.